All right guys, here it is, the HappyRun G100 Pro. On first glance, this is a full suspension moto style electric bike. The black and yellow colorway, obviously really striking, and the frame is made from high strength carbon steel. Anyway, let's walk through all the features. So the first thing you'll notice are these 20 by 4 inch all-terrain fat tires, a bit of a dual sport tread. You also have the yellow rim, got a front suspension fork, integrated front fender, DY Island hydraulic disc brakes with a 180 millimeter rotor in the front. So to turn the bike on, you have to hit the S button here, and then you have to swipe the NFC card, and that brings you to the main menu. Here we have the light controls, signal controls, horn. The S button is the power button. It's also used to change the ride modes. You also have a right-hand half-twist throttle. We actually swapped the brakes, so left is rear and right is front, just for preference. We usually leave the brake sensors off, but for this bike, we left the brake sensor on for the right side. You'll see it's on P right now. If you squeeze the brake, it gets you into the drive mode. So you actually have to squeeze the brakes before you can get into the pedal assist modes. Here's a look at the 160 lumen integrated front headlight, really bright. The sequential signals in the front, so that's left and that's right. Not sure if you guys can hear it, but you also have an audible beep, so you know that you're actually signaling. Really helpful to turn your signals off after you do a turn. So for power, we have dual removable 72 volt batteries, 18 amp hours on the top, 15 amp hours on the bottom, for a total of 33 amp hours. So depending on how you like to ride, you'll get plenty of range. I do like how the tank battery does match the yellow and black accents throughout the bike. And even though the secondary battery sits right here in the frame, you have these guards over here in case you want to add some cargo. Also keep in mind that the batteries are not wired in parallel, so you have to use this selector switch to choose either the top or the bottom battery when you're riding. Up top is the saddle seat. It seems to be kind of comfortable. I wish there was maybe a little bit more cushion, and I wish it was a little bit grippier. And the seat height is about 32 inches. So for me, my inseam is about 30 inches, so I know I won't be able to flat foot this bike. If you're a taller rider, no problem. Here's a look at the dual rear suspension shocks, easily upgradable if you want to change these out. A look at the DY Island hydraulic disc brakes in the rear, and the rotor is actually 203 millimeters. Here's a look at the rear fender. You have this extension over here that attaches to the swing arm, and it also has carbon fiber accents. A look at the rear rack with a max weight of 15 pounds. Here's a look at the rear signals, and it also has brake functionality. And obviously the standout feature is this 3,000 watt rated 6,000 watt peak rear hub motor, which can produce about 170 Newton meters of torque. Another interesting feature is this sunshade for the LCD, so you can see your stats in bright sunlight. And the total weight of this bike is about 159 pounds. So now that we've gone over all the features of the HappyRun G100 Pro, let's take it out for its first ride.
In 3, 2, 1. Woo! Picked up the front tire. Oh, no, you can't pedal this thing. But yeah, holy crap, 30 mile an hour already. Let's go. I forgot my helmet today, but oops. Oh man, you can definitely feel them fat tires at speed. 43. Not too bad. Slight uphill. Now we're about to hit the downhill. We'll hit the top speed. .46. Oh. Oh. Cruising. Let's turn around and give it another try here. This time I'm going to try pedal assist only. I am not, well, until I get up to where I can't pedal anymore, but I'm going to try the pedal launch. All right, 3, 2, 1. A little slower. Still pretty quick though. I mean, it gets up to 30 like really fast. Then after that, it's, yeah, it's, you know, but really impressed with this 0 to 30. At least it feels fast. I don't know if it actually is fast, but man, once you get going kind of fast, these fat tires are a little sketchy. I think this is the, yeah, maybe not. But overall, pretty comfy bike. Doesn't go the 50 that I was told it goes, but I'm sure it would with a little bit more downhill help. Whee!
All right, guys, first ride with the HappyRun G100 Pro. Hold down the S button, NFC card, log in. As I mentioned, we swapped the brakes, so left side is rear. Disconnected the brake sensor for the rear, but for the front, we kept that connected. The only way to get into the drive modes is to tap the brake sensor. And let's just get right into it. No throttle, just pedaling. And I'll probably have to kick into it a little bit. Okay. Here we go. All right. So very smooth throttle, although it kind of just, you know, pushes the power even on pedal assist level 1. And no throttle, no gearing, single gear, right? So this is like as much as I can pedal right now, and it's maxing me out at 12 miles per hour on the display. So yeah, from the initial ramp up, very quick, but then once you hit that top speed limit, it just kind of like stops you from doing much more. Okay, so let's go to pedal assist level 2 now. Still no throttle, a little more power. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this motor, as you can see, this motor is pretty beefy, so now I'm hitting about 20 miles per hour with just pedaling. That feels pretty good if you just wanted to pedal this bike and not use the throttle. If you wanted to take it into the bike lanes, I feel like 2 is probably a good setting to leave it on. Let's go to 3. I don't notice much difference in the ramp up. It probably will give me a little bit more top speed here. So yeah, about 23 miles per hour. All right. 4. Okay, yeah, way more torque off the line on 4. Probably get a little bit more top speed too. Yep, 25 miles per hour. Okay. All right, enough of this pedaling. Let's use a little bit of throttle. Let's bump it up to pedal assist level 5 now. All right, so throttle is, it's responsive, but it's a very interesting curve, I guess, in the response. It's a very steep curve. Like you just feel the power band being really steep. But once you kind of get going, once you like hit 20 miles per hour, it feels like the throttle kind of settles in a little bit. But yeah, just like coasting throttle, it's a little bit of a delay. It's like a little bit of a delay, and it just like pushes the volts in. So you just got to get used to that. That's just how HappyRun tunes their controllers. Maneuvering feels pretty good. It's whoa. Easy to maneuver, right? Easy to steer. The saddle seat is very slippery. It's not really grippy. Should we do some off-road? Let's try some off-road. Swing around here. All right, let's climb this hill. Start when we go on the grass. Throttle only. No pedaling. And makes it up the hill, no problem. Yeah, very easy to climb the hill without any pedaling at all. Is this comfortable? Kinda. I mean, the dual shocks are definitely working. front fork, there's no adjustment on the front fork, but it is absorbing all the shocks. I just wish the saddle was just a little more comfortable or had a little bit more cushion. Let's do another hill climb test here. Throttle only, no pedaling. And easily makes it up this slope. Not really meant for the off-road, but just transitioning from street to grass, I think is good enough. But yeah, that throttle just like, it just really kicks in. It's just really strong off the line. It's a really weird sensation. It's very similar to all the other HappyRun bikes that we reviewed. It's like strong off the line, but like if you're not ready for it, it can definitely like be kind of jarring. I would just love to just smooth it out just a little bit, just smooth the curve out. I guess we could test the brakes. Full throttle, about 30 miles per hour. All right, yeah, plenty of stopping power with the HappyRun G100 Pro.
And the suspension is pretty freaking good. No complaints. It's really squishy. It's got a lot of power. Like it just popped up from a power wheelie there. It's going up this incline, no problem. About half throttle, you know. You give it throttle sometimes though, it does catch you on surprise. And like pulls the front tire up. If you're just not ready for it, you're not ready for it. And could catch some beginner riders off guard. So definitely be wary. If you're getting this for like a really beginner rider, whiskey throttle is something that's very easy to do on this bike. So yeah, but I mean, it's really fun. It's really torquey. I mean, it'd be fun on some dirt trails. It'd be fun to take through the pits. If you're like into racing and stuff like that, or camping, it would be an absolute blessing to have this to go to the store and not have to use your vehicles. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, the turn signals and everything, so people know where you're going, and the brake lights. And yeah, I mean, no, it's a good bike. It's just the tune is a little too spicy maybe for some beginner riders. Really quick, because we know people are gonna ask, why didn't you try to wheelie it? Well, this is why I didn't try to wheelie it. It literally is uncontrollable to wheelie. As soon as you, like, I'm giving it like 1% throttle, and it's just, and the brakes just don't have enough stopping power to stop it once it's up. I mean, wheeling this thing, you're dang near falling off the thing. And it's just way, way, way too unpredictable on the throttle. It's not like the, oh yeah, see, that ain't gonna work. It just needs a different tune, that's all. If it had a different tune, this could be a very wheelieable bike. It just needs a seat cover for sure. Yeah, if you can wheelie this, you're a legend. I mean, you're probably going at speed, but I'm not gonna try it at all because I don't wanna hurt myself.
HappyRun G100 Pro is a full suspension moto-style electric bike with a carbon steel frame, integrated lighting, and a smart NFC card unlock system. The LED headlight and sequential turn signals are great for riding in traffic, and the color LCD display with sunshade keeps you dialed in on speed, battery, and riding mode. It's also not a lightweight, as the G100 Pro tips the scale at 159 pounds with a 400-pound payload capacity. Performance-wise, a 3,000 watt rated, 6,000 watt peak rear hub motor can hit a top speed of about 46 miles per hour. You've got 5 pedal assist levels, a half-twist throttle, and 2 removable 72-volt batteries with a total of 33 amp hours. HappyRun says it can get up to 78 miles of range on pedal assist, and throttle only can get between 40 and 60 miles of range. It rides on 20 by 4-inch fat tires, has front and rear suspension, hydraulic disc brakes, and a moto-style seat.
Front tire seems a little unbalanced. After you get above like 30, you can kind of feel it being a little weird, but other than that, pretty good. Maybe it just needs a little more air. Let's watch out for this guy here. Yeah, we'll take a little shortcut through here. Over the speed bump, see how the suspension works? Suspension works really good. Yeah, I really absorbed the bumps on that. Yeah, I could get used to that for sure. The seat's a little stiff, but it makes up for it in the suspension. So smooth transition from, you know, the streets to the bike lane. Lots of traffic today, that's for sure. Glad we're on a bike. We can just go around. No need to sit in traffic when you can just simply go around. Now let's transition back onto the street over here. I thought that thing was broken. It sounded like crap. Never hear a Porsche sound like that before. Sounds like it's farting. Sounds like it's got a VQ swap. Probably still get gapped by a freaking e-bike. Scoot a little bit more forward. Fucking wiener head. Right over the train tracks. The suspension plus the fat tire just eating it up. Trying uphill here. Flooring it up the hill. Brakes work phenomenal. They lock it right up. Suspension eating up this rough terrain. These Michigan roads are anything but smooth. Like I said, I wish the seat was a bit more comfortable, but beggars can't be choosers. You just put a foam insert on it and call it a day. But that thing absolutely hums.
All right, first impressions with the HappyRun G100 Pro. Yeah, this is a really solid commuter bike, something that I would definitely ride on the streets. Obviously a ton of power with this huge 3,000 watt rated, 6,000 watt peak hub motor. This is definitely something that you could use to probably replace a motorcycle or a car. If you live somewhere with a lot of inclines, it could definitely go up it, no problem. It went up this steep hill without any pedaling. The brakes were actually really good. These are DY Island hydraulic disc brakes. It's usually hit or miss with those kinds of brakes, but these were actually pretty decent. And just a few nitpicks, like the controller tune off the line, it's just a little too much power. So yeah, I just wish there was a way to smooth out that low end torque, but once you're at speed, it's like really smooth. And even though it's a dual battery setup, it's not wired in parallel. So you do have to like hit the switch to change the battery manually. When you're looking at the battery indicator and it looks really low and you've charged both batteries, you might forget to hit the switch. Unsure of why they did that, but just something to think about. And obviously this thing is really heavy, so you want to have some dedicated storage, like a garage or a shed. It's a pretty interesting ride. Definitely good for people who are used to, you know, 5,000, 6,000 watt motors. And depending on where you live, this might be street legal. It might not. You may have to register it as a moped. But if you wanted to use it on the streets to commute to work or whatever, it's definitely a solid recommend.
The HappyRun G100 Pro offers a smooth ride thanks to its full suspension and a quiet, torquey hub motor that's easy to maintain. It's got more than enough power for commuting, but the controller tune leans heavy on low-end torque that could be a little smoother. The dual batteries are solid for range, though switching between them manually might be a minor inconvenience. And with its top speed and output, it might blur the lines of what's street legal depending on where you live. So what do you think of the HappyRun G100 Pro? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.